Hi, welcome to valuationpodcast.com, a podcast and video series about all things related to business and valuation. My name is Melissa Gragg, and I'm a divorce valuation and mediation expert in St. Louis, Missouri. I have the pleasure of discussing today a fabulous book called the Forensic Accounting Deskbook with my guest, Miles Mason, a divorce lawyer in Memphis, Tennessee. So he's actually written this book, the Forensic Accounting Deskbook, and it's a practical guide to financial investigation and analysis for family lawyers. But I also think it's a really important resource for business valuation experts. Welcome, Miles. The problem, though, with that, which I think it would be interesting to get your perspective, is that the nuance of that issue, right? Two experts disagreeing on something where one opinion is just outlandish, is sometimes lost when it gets to the judge. The judge is like, I kind of, they have their position. They're smart. And it's like, no, this is wrong. But it's not always as blatant or obvious to the judge, even when we make it blatant and obvious to the judge.
Yeah, and that's the art instead of the science. So we all expect some difference, okay? Whether it be take a small family shop, maybe a manufacturing concern. One expert at 2.4, another expert at 3.6. Okay, well, the judge is going to look at it and say, yeah, it's $1 million. That's worth having a trial over. But geez, I'm going to split the baby on this. It may say that in chambers. Okay. But let's assume in the equation that the 3.6 million expert made three key assumptions, put 3 in the screen, that aren't reasonable whatsoever. So when you walk into a courtroom, the judge already expects you to trash the other expert from the beginning. So how do you put a spotlight on those three assumptions that are outrageous? That's advocacy. Okay. And you may even have to go get a second expert. Who knows? But you've got to drill and attack the other expert hard. And that may mean, like I said, having your expert and or another expert come in and say, not only this is wrong, it's arguably fraudulent, Your Honor, and say why. And that's really hard to get other forensic experts to testify that somebody is not just wrong, but dead wrong. Okay. Now, I would never, ever hire an expert to do something like that. To get in that situation, if I can get the other side up from 2.4 million to 3.1 million or even 2.9 million, I've earned my feet.
Right.
Okay. So that's always a tough situation. And judges have a hard time getting to the courthouse, much less figuring out between two business valuation experts. And that's why you got to win the beauty contest right off the bat. We could talk about beauty contests later. And you're just going to have to go through, take the time to dismantle the opposition. And the problem is, and the best way to dismantle an opposing expert, is set it up during the deposition. But when you set it up during the deposition, they know what's coming at trial and have time to massage it, so to speak.
Right.
So it's a great challenge, and that's part of what makes our system magical, in that the system wants a number more than it wants a number to be accurate, if that makes any sense. The number is the thing. How we get the number sometimes isn't nearly as important, because the judge may be an English major or a political science major and have no background whatsoever in balance sheet, ratio analysis, discounted cash flow, blah, blah, blah.